And welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. And on tap tonight, it's the Golden State Warriors going up against the Denver Nuggets. With Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from David Aldridge on the sideline. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. Nikola Jokic loves to pass. He said an assist makes two people happy instead of just one. So it's as simple as that. And that simplicity and creative joy is part of what makes the big man tick. Jokic said, "It helps me having fun out there. It's a different way to approach the game." And that makes him one of a kind in this league, Kevin.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustment.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Murray and Harris, the guard set. JaMychal Green is out there with Porter. And it's Jokic in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Warriors, Green is out there with Weissman. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Curry in at the point guard. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Here's Murray following the basket by Stephen Curry. Jokic with his screen on Curry. And James Wiseman picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Green with a screen for Murray. And here's Wiggins.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a number one option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
A lot of talk surrounding Draymond Green between the coaches and the teammates is the fact that he's the emotional leader of this team. Now, sometimes that's in accord with what you do, and sometimes it keeps you a little off balance, but no doubt Draymond Green is the spark for this ball club.
Now Curry, following the three-point attempt by Jokic, and Green slams it in.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Curry dishes to Green. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Green. Porter looking it over. Driving the lane. They kick it out to Green. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oubre pulls it in.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Curry, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Nuggets have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. The three. Cans it from downtown. Jokic has got his second bucket tonight.
Man, I love it when Jokic has these kind of nights, just showing off every facet of his game, even effective out to 25 feet.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Murray. Right at the free throw line. Curry's shot is off.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Jokic with a screen on Oubre. Murray finds Jokic, and that one drops. Jokic has got 7 points. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. Murray against Curry. From the arc. Another miss by Curry.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Different look here for the Warriors. Looney's checked in for Wiseman. Chris comes in for Draymond Green. Eric Paschall, he's checked in for Oubre. And it's Damian Lee in for Andrew Wiggins. Big group substitution here for Denver. H. Diop's checked in. Barton comes in for Michael Porter. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray. Lee gets the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Morris with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. Tries it from 19. And Looney with the block.
Well, nice defense from Looney, able to totally upset the shot because of his positioning.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we'll be back with you shortly. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team's approach to each game.
The mentality of how we play, how we move the ball, how unselfish we are, next pass mentality, next minute up mentality, and just keep each other alive. We got to, like I said, bring that energy, bring that enthusiasm that we always have.
Greg sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
We've got Stephen Curry, Eric Paschall out there with Chris, and it's Looney in at the 5. That's the Warriors' 5. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his special?
Whatever he made, it was special. Wouldn't matter.
Curry, good.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Timeout.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Wiseman's checked in for Looney. Oubre comes in for Marquise Chris. And Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Lee.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
It's stolen by Curry. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Wiseman. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jamal Murray. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. He's perfect from the line this time. The Nuggets trail by 13. Murray outside. Inside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Now here's Curry. He kicks it to Oubre. Denver grabs the miss.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Murray. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 6. It's tipped. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David.
That's tough. Tough finish. Steph's not just a great shooter, but really great numbers through the years as being an elite finisher.
Now here's Murray. Outside, Green. Here's Dozier. Just 5 on the clock. And he jams it with authority.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Oubre. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Chris, he's checked in for the Warriors. Lee comes in for Curry. Here's Lee. And there's the pass to Green. Golden State moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Here's Oubre from 13 feet. It goes down. Oubre's got his first 2 points.
Capable of hurting you with that kind of jump shot.
Now Murray. Launches it. Can't hit that one. And so we wrap up the first half. The Warriors on top. They finish off the second quarter with a 13-4 run. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Andrew, the energy and effort were apparent throughout that first half. How were you able to do it?
We had a good practice, working hard, really putting things together. Keep doing it, we can come out with the W.
Hey, thanks for your time. We appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He had 16 points, 3 steals, and 2 rebounds. He was on the fringes in their last game. Tonight, he's been the centerpiece. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, we're seeing what makes Steph Curry special. He's not beating you with size or playing above the rim. He's dissecting you and your defense with skill and creativity.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, there wasn't much flow in that offense, that's for sure. Guys are forcing shots, not using their teammates. Look, if they're going to make any noise in the second half, they need to shoot the ball better. And it starts with ball movement and shot selection.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye, Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Taking a look at the Nuggets, Harris on the wing alongside Porter. Jokic is out there with Green, and it's Murray in at the point. Unloads. That one off the back iron and out. Warriors leading by 15. Curry kicks to Wiggins. Pass to Green. Back to Wiggins. He takes it in. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Murray right side. Lets the three fly. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Count the basket. Jokic has got 9 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Now here's Green. Up top, Curry. A three ball. No good that time. Now Denver takes it the other way.
And, of course, having that broken hand last season, Curry couldn't help the Warriors avoid a disastrous season.
Kevin Durant gone. Clay rehabbing. The Warriors, I mean, legitimately just left with no scoring whatsoever. But Steph Curry, when he's healthy, he changes that whole narrative.
7-foot shot, and Oubre finishes it off. Oubre's got his second bucket of the night.
Going up inside, Oubre with a nice rhythm touch there.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Kevon Looney comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Eric Paschall in for Oubre. Big group substitution here for Denver. H. Diop's checked in. Barton comes in for Michael Porter. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Now here's Barton. No points in the game yet for him. A three from Morris. Warriors with the rebound. Down low, here's Curry. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And that's now 18 points for Stephen Curry. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. 17-point game. Jokic with his screen on Paschall. Yep, it counts. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good for Morris. And some changes here for the Warriors. Marquise Chris, he's checked in for Wiseman. And it's Damian Lee in for Wiggins. Hampton's checked in for Denver. He's off on the second.
And last year, just a tough one for Looney. Just couldn't find a way to stay on the court.
Grabbing that jersey for just 20 games last year, and every time he seemed to recover from one nagging injury, another one would pop up, and Looney very frustrated with how last year went, and so were his teammates.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Pass to Jokic. Up and in from the low block. Jokic has got 11 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
To the wing on the left. Chris pass to Curry. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Morris outside. To the inside. 5 to shoot. Jokic with the bucket. 13 points in the game.
Well, people try to be aggressive with Jokic, but it doesn't bother him much on that kind of possession.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. Back to the action after this word. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Warriors leading by 15, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Warriors. In the post, they're going with Green and Chris. Curry is out there with Wiggins, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. Now here's Murray. After the miss from Stephen Curry. Murray, the pass to Green. Passes it to Jokic. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there. Collects the offensive rebound. Very alert and cleans up the mess.
The pass to Oubre. To the paint, here's Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more, you're right. 4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Jokic finds Porter. Now, here's Jokic. Shot clock at 5. No good that time. The Warriors go the other way with it. Wiggins outside. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Here's Chris. And he slams it down right on top of Michael Porter.
That's a fierce attack from Marquise Chris getting to the rim.
Now here's Murray. Jokic with his screen on Curry. Murray. Green. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Wiggins with it, picked up by Harris. Curry can't get it to go. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. Down by 15. Second chance shot. And Jokic gets it to go.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, more than half of their scoring has been through him. It hadn't been selfish either. That's the way they mapped this thing out, and they knew what a tough matchup he'd be for their D, so they just decided to ride it.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Curry kicks to Wiseman. Pass to Pascal. Pass to Curry. Three-pointer. Buries the long-range jumper. Curry's got 24.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Warriors.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Stephen Curry.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
Dozier passes to Hampton. Now Jokic. That's down the hatch. Notch one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Top of the key, Looney. Back to Wanamaker. 6 to shoot. Good on the shot. And the Warriors lead by 16.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Andrew, an impressive win for you guys. How will you look back on tonight?
It feels great, I think the whole team played great. We shared the ball, we grabbed rebounds, we made big possessions, so I think it was a great game.
Hey, Andrew, congrats again. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA. presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.